3, 2, 1. I got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine. And that is a quote from the meme lord, Kevin James, this week. This is
Nice.
Nefarious Reels. I'm Doug Heffernan.
And I'm Carrot Top.
I'm Eric Roberts, star of The Dark Knight and over 700 other films.
Nice. And we're
Nice.
Nefarious Reels.
And we talk bad movies.
And we also
Hell
watch
yeah.
them too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no,
But we also have a guest with us. He was supposed to be here before.
But he didn't
But,
show up because he sucks. But
yeah,
now he doesn't
because
suck
he was
anymore.
quote unquote busy.
With real
but now
life.
he's-
Like a
Exactly.
loser.
And
Yeah.
now he's not also doing this, but he's also gonna be our Wallace in our
Or
Tusk
Gromit.
trilogy we're making.
Oh, yeah.
The second Walrus man we've talked with on the podcast, Jules.
Hell
Famous
yeah,
for
nice to be
making-
here.
For being on Far Off Films. And he's got his own YouTube channels. And he's made the shorts and stuff as well.
Yep.
Very famous. He's won like 10 Oscars. He's won like 5
yeah.
Grammys.
Jesse Eisenberg portrayed him in The Social Network.
Yeah.
He's got like also he got 4
He refreshed
Razzies
my
as
page
well.
all over again.
Yep.
Oh, we don't talk about this.
He's got like 2 Tonys. You know, he's got all the awards.
I'm an EGOT.
He won like a Nobel Prize for science for his works on his shorts. It's a very impressive resume.
Yeah, I invented the nuclear bomb.
Exactly.
Oh, so Oppenheimer stole your idea, is what you're saying.
Jules with
Yeah,
his
that fucking
iconic
2-bit hack.
catchphrase, "I am death, destroyer of galaxies." I am
I
Reaper,
see.
destroyer
Yeah.
of galaxies. You know, you might have heard
he
of
couldn't
it.
speak basic English there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's why you
Should have
made Oppenheimer
became
a 6.
I am become a death, the destroyer of worlds. Fucking amateur.
He didn't even specify which world he was destroying either. Like,
Yeah, I know.
weak, lame.
Yeah, was it Mars, Mercury, Pluto? I guess that one doesn't count because it's now an ice dwarf, technically.
Not technically a planet.
Technically.
But
Any of the Star Wars universes, maybe.
enough gushing about how awesome Jules is, even though he didn't show up in the original guest showing he was supposed to be in. Instead, we have him here, so we should get started.
Yeah.
Cole.
But we got him. We finally got him, ladies and gentlemen.
And we
Finally got
punished
him.
him for it by making him watch this first movie.
Chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board with everyone's favorite comedian, Carrot Top.
Who I guess I'm too young of like a young Zoomer because I'd never heard of Carrot Top before.
I only
this.
know Carrot Top through the he was on Tosh.0 at one point,
Oh.
and there is a bit when someone like makes fun of Carrot Top at the gas station, so he squirts himself with the gasoline and pulls out a really big lighter to kill himself. And Tosh is like, "Oh, Carrot Top, don't do that. Also, that's a really goofy lighter." It was like way funnier when I saw it as an edgy teenager.
But now you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, dude?
Now that I saw the movie, I'm like, he should have fucking killed himself.
I think that's what we all... I'm thinking that's what we all thought. Because, again, I finished this like 25 minutes ago. And
Watched it
there were
last night.
many moments I wanted to like jump out of the window of my bedroom.
Anyway, you should probably start by explaining about the basic premise of the movie, though.
Yeah, let's talk about the premise. So, yes, obviously the star's Carrot Top, who plays Edison, who dreams
Like
of being an
Thomas
inventor.
Edison.
I know. Isn't that funny?
What's funny
It's
is Thomas
funny,
Edison was like a
guys.
huge asshole.
Was he?
Apparently. Like, he had
Oh,
this
I didn't
feud
know
with,
that.
like, Tesla, and he killed an elephant.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, fuck him.
It's a-
I love
It's
elephants.
he's called Edison, and that's quite subtle. People don't notice that.
Yeah.
Only for the real smart people who notice that detail.
Yeah, but Thomas Edison wasn't cool because he wasn't a surfer, like unlike our Edison in this
Yeah.
movie.
Wasn't a cool guy. Didn't have that same hairdo.
Yep. That wacky hair that he has. Okay, back to the premise. He meets this guy named Armand who he met for maybe like
Armand
I don't
Hammer.
know, not
What?
Army Hammer. No, he wasn't a cannibal, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Armand McMillan, who.
No, it was Armand White.
oh, this is Armand White and Whiteface. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I honestly had that thought too, thinking it was like they kept saying Armand, like Armand White, my favorite film critic.
My favorite film critic.
Okay, so he meets Armand White for like I don't know. In movie time, it was like 5 minutes. In their time, it was probably like an hour, and then he suddenly dies. And then in his will, he decides to give like 45% of stake in the company to Edison. So he's now the quote unquote chairman of the board. And
Oh.
then his nephew, Armand White's nephew, Bradford, is kind of a butthole who wants to,
He wants to sell the company
sabotage
for
his
some
own
sweet
company and
coochie.
sell it. Yeah, he wants that Raquel Welchussi, like it was a weird sexual tension there. But then Edison, is just trying to, get back the company and possibly take Bradford down, and then also he wants to get some net sussy in the end. And yeah, I mean, this is a piece of shit. What did everyone else think?
Well, I fucking hated it, and I kind of hate you now, Cole, for recommending it.
I hate myself too, so don't worry.
Yeah, it was really, really bad, and even though it was only like 90 minutes, it felt like
Forever.
Satan Tango length. Yeah,
I mean, it's a story you kind of
could
see
not
like
believe
a million times before
how
on
bad
like
it was.
TV shows. Like this works as
Yeah.
a TV episode, like a 20-minute TV episode, because you can get through everything and then you're out in a stretch. But it's stretched through a whole movie. I mean, to be fair to the movie, it properly tells you what kind of movie it is right at the start with the fucking baby Carrot Top living in his mom's fucking uterus.
Vagina.
That was
Yeah,
honestly
with fucking
the
inventions.
creepiest way to start it off.
It was the
and be like,
cringiest
hey,
way.
That's me.
Hey, I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Well, so my dad and my mom 9 months ago, did it in bed, and now I'm about to pop out. So there we are. Now here I am with my full head of hair as a baby.
Yeah, as a baby.
I'm the first baby to have a full head of hair that's also super ginger-like. So I am going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for most hair on a newborn baby.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was
so
one of the
was
most
so
insane
stupid.
ways I've seen a movie start, like, ever. Like, there's like really great openings, like Inglorious Bastards and like Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff, and then there's fucking Chairman of the Board with like some fucking Enter the Void ass shit.
Honestly, now you say that, I would be curious what Gaspar Noé would have done with this concept. It would have been okay. Now think about that. That would be a lot more pornographic too.
that opening scene would have been like 20 minutes.
Yep.
Or would it have been a flashing lights?
It would have been like flashing lights. Maybe it's like told in reverse, or
He goes back
some,
in.
some like 20-minute long extended one take. The baby's like dancing or
down.
something. Yeah, upside down infrared cameras.
Like they
I mean,
inadvertently
it
put
kinda
like drugs
exists
in the
because,
in like the lady's
ending,
IV
the
drip,
ending of Titan.
and then like it's like a psychedelic freak out, like in climax, with like a bopping soundtrack.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it can't. That sort of thing, like, kind of already exists. Like the ending of Titan, sort of close to that, I guess, because that baby came out like Car Baby.
It was
Instead
the
of
Spoiler
Terminator.
alert! Oh my god. Now
haven't
we're
seen
gonna be
Titan?
canceled for spoiling the end of the movie.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Jules. You
Oh,
ruined
It's
everything.
2021. You've had enough time. James, I mean, we say this as we've been spoiling Chairman of the Board for like the whole time.
I mean, like it is in the title of. It's gonna be in the title of the episode. They know what they're getting themselves into.
True.
They see the title and go, okay,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna fucking watch this episode because that sounds like shit. I'm not watching this episode. I'm not watching this episode.
When will they talk about a good movie?
One
We did Showgirls.
curious
Does that count?
question.
Maybe. I haven't seen Showgirls.
Um,
Maybe when you do Who Killed Captain Alex or something.
I don't know.
that would have to be for like a special episode for like fun, like a landmark.
That's
like
gonna be, I don't know, episode 69.
Why would
Yeah.
that be 60? Okay, why would that be 69?
Because we're horny
That's-
for good
On episode
movies.
69, you show like the sexploitation.
Oh, we're
films.
horny for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
I mean, I have the
Enough then.
documentary for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so I could watch that.
where do you have that? I didn't
Yeah,
know
it got a
Hollywood.
Blu-ray.
You
It got a
bastard.
Blu-ray release.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can buy it on Vinegar
I saw
Syndrome.
that
It's
on
one of their
YouTube.
like partner releases.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to check that out.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna- you
love
should check
Vinegar
it out.
Syndrome.
Yeah, do you buy from Vinegar Syndrome?
No, I don't buy Criterion. Oh, I will when I have money, but
We've got.
Oh,
think
because
that's
you're
it.
still a baby.
Money.
Got it right.
I'm still a
You
baby.
need your
yeah.
allowance
You're
from
but
your
I think-
mommy and your daddy.
I need my mom's credit card to buy my Vinegar Syndrome things, so I can
You
be.
can buy the
Captain
4K of
Sean
Showgirls.
Baker.
All right,
Yeah,
chairman
Mom.
of the board. What were we supposed to be talking about?
Carrot
That's
Top's
same.
just hairy head as a baby, and then you go into like his bed, and he's obviously the
gotta
inventor, and you're
fucking-
thinking, oh shit, he got two girls at once. No, it's just two like
He's
mannequin
got
hands
two
waking him
girls,
up.
but he's only got one cup. What's a man gonna do with two girls and one
Oh.
cup?
Eat some chocolate ice cream.
Oh.
Can I talk about the house? Like, when did this come out? Because I'm thinking there's like the Pee-wee's like
1998.
Playhouse. Like, this is probably after Pee-wee's Playhouse, which is like that big imaginative house. And this is like a worse attempt at it. It's just a big visual vomit mess of like, we'll put a bunch of zany things in here because this is a comedy, so we can just put a bunch of veiny stuff props around, and won't that be crazy? Whoa!
It's got
It's
all
like-
these crazy inventions in here. Look at his shower. Look at his bed. Look at his
It's
toilet.
like the
Look at
Wallace and Gromit
everything.
house in live action.
Yeah, but the Wallace and Gromit house actually has like interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
all serves a
it's got
purpose.
Kind of stuff that works as well.
It's like like Wallace was at least competent with what he
Yeah.
was making.
Wallace was
like,
was a
he
competent
knew the
inventor.
fuck what he was
just
doing.
liked Rube Goldberg machines and stuff. So yeah.
I
And
love
what's his name? Edison. Carrot Top. Yeah.
Carrot Top, Edison, Thomas.
Yeah, then you
man,
got like
inventor dude.
Surfer
you
dude.
get Alistair and Bacchus.
dude,
They
yeah.
show up. There's roommates. Evil Bong
Yep.
back, haha.
A
But pretty much,
Well,
they are broke.
kind of a callback because one of them's a stoner.
Yep, that one's Bacchus.
Yep.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa.
But they
Like,
need to pay
Got
rent
no money because we're broke.
because Edison blew all the money on inventions that didn't work, and
Because
Edison
he's an idiot.
because
Oh,
he's
that
dumb,
Silly boy.
and unfortunately he can't sell his inventions because they all suck dick. Oh,
Yeah,
and,
who
and
would've
he
seen
fucking
that
killed a
coming?
guy by releasing bees in the office.
Oh yeah.
Those terrifying CGI bees that made David Ducato's gay porn bees look better.
Well, I mean, nothing can top David Ducato bees.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, how dare you like drag down the name of David Ducato to the fucking chairman of the board level? Disgusting. Get out. Get out of here, Cole. Jules is my new
Mm,
co-host.
We have a contract. So- Yeah, I'll take over Jules' spot for Far Off Films then.
Oh no.
Sorry, Jules.
And then
you're
I'll
stuck
start
forever.
recommending like Nick Cage movies every time.
You'll recommend
and-
actual good movies on Far Off Films. But yeah, luckily for Edison, he meets Armand White, whose
Yep,
car
Armand
broke
White.
down, and then they go surfing, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you're super cool. I'm gonna kill myself and give you everything in my company."
Yeah, apparently he like died and like they never gave any warning that he was like sick or anything. He just like
Like
he was
a
like later
perfectly healthy
peace.
man.
Yeah, he didn't sound like he was like, on his last breaths or anything, or he had any kind of like machine with him to breathe. It was just like toodaloo, bye bye.
Maybe
was
he
so
just
sick
committed
that he
like
could go surfing.
Did he get mugged maybe, or did like Poseidon come by, be like, "You surf too hard, bro. Here's a trident to the
Surf
chest."
too
clearly
hard for the
he
sun.
died of ligma.
I thought it was Sugma.
Ligma balls.
Suck on these.
He went to SawCon and then died. SawCon these nuts.
He listened to what's that Imagine Dragon song?
There's a lot of
50.
Imagine Dragon these nuts.
them.
Goddamn.
Got him.
Oh,
He only
Oh.
lived up to 50. 50's nuts in your mouth.
I don't have a good one right now.
There's only so
Damn it.
many.
I know there's so many that you can like ad lib right away, and my brain is not at that moment right now, sadly. Yeah.
Ruff. Arf. Arf.
Rough.
Yep, that's my dog.
He came in too early.
Mhm.
He needed to understand his cue. We haven't reached the Halloween puppy discussion yet.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Cole, we're gonna have to fire your dog and hire a new one. Sorry.
We're gonna have to hire a new one. Okay.
Fucking $10 million spent training your dog, and it fucking barks at the wrong time.
Unbelievable. I know. He's kind of an idiot anyway.
But he goes to the funeral where he fucking attacks
Almost
Armand White.
He attacks a dead corpse, and then some guy in the
that was
background's like,
strange.
"Oh, different ways of people
of mourning.
grieving loved ones." Like, what the fuck? It looked like he was like trying to strip search this dead body or something. Like he was like trying to kill it. He was like trying to, resuscitate the body just to kill it again, because he's a
I think he was, like,
psychopath.
Looked like he was sexually assaulting it at some point. It looked like really creepy.
It does.
Well, the way the camera framed it, it definitely did have that look. You were just like,
Yeah.
is that what I'm thinking they're trying to do? Are they trying to
What are
make
you
it look
doing?
like a
What are you doing, Edison?
weird, kinky thing?
That's the director's
what is
kink. All right, Carrot Top. Now you're gonna get on top of the body and rock it around. Yeah.
Mm.
Whether this is the same director as Woody Woodpecker.
Yes. His best movie,
Alex
I think, is
Zam.
like the Christmas Prince or something.
Alex Kazam.
Made Tooth Fairy 2.
Oh yes, with Larry the Cable
Oh,
Guy.
finally a good movie.
Yeah.
The best movie ever made. Oh, and Jingle All the Way too, with
Oh,
Larry the Cable Guy.
Only classics.
Only classics.
Best
Classics of the
actor
director
ever.
video.
Exactly. I want to note that at the funeral, I think it has like the only, well, not exactly funeral. It's at the reading of the will, but it has probably the one
Mhm.
like halfway decent joke for me. Because I think Carrot Top's is naturally an annoying character because he's just we'll make him a bumbling idiot because that's like funny because that's like the funny haha comedian movie we want to make.
Yeah.
And like
gotta
he's
be a
always at fault
buffoon.
for like everything. But the one joke that like actually like worked with his character is when he gets like the ashes and there's the lady that's sneezing because she has like that cold from an earlier
God.
scene, and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes like he's like, oh, do you want to hold
Yeah.
it? And she sneezes into it, and then in a panic he takes the ashtray and dump those ashes in there, and that's kind of a funny joke because one, it's just not blatantly Carrot Top being stupid. It was just basically Carrot Top did something nice. It backfired, and then in a panic, he did something stupid by dumping the ashtray. That's like an actual decent joke, which I feel like
There's a
must have been
progression
an
to the
accident.
joke that like feels natural, and
There's like
it
a
doesn't
setup
happen for the
and
rest of
a
the movie.
payoff.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a setup and a payoff. It's crazy it works like that.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. That writer probably got fired. There's like, what's this?
Yeah.
A good joke in my movie? Get out!
The fuck out of here. What do you think we're making here? Do you think we're making like Blazing Saddles or something? Hell no.
We only make good movies. What if Chairman of
Do
the
you
Board
see
was supposed
Mel
to?
Brooks anywhere?
Maybe Chairman of the
No,
Board's
we got-
supposed to be like a drama, like an
Oh,
act.
whatever it was though.
A
Can it be possible to like edit it as a drama, like all the
Oh, I
footage
think
and then edit
someone
it?
could do that.
We just
definitely.
gotta like change the color gradient to be like a bit more
Yep.
gray and add more like sad
We
music
can
to
make
it.
it like look like David Fincher-esque. Yeah.
Ooh. What if you like frame it as like a horror movie and edit it like that,
Yeah.
but it's
We use,
directed by
the
Gaspar
Exorcist
Noé.
score. Yeah.
We keep cutting to the him in the uterus throughout the movie.
Oh. Go in I'm thinking of ending things. They keep cutting back to the janitor.
Yeah, like that. That also had a dance scene in it.
It did have a dance scene.
Oh, true.
It did. A very good dance scene.
Just a
Unlike chairman of the board.
random side tangent to this random side tangent, but I'm like really upset that there isn't a scene in the movie where Carrot Top surfs down like the fucking like the business building in a surfboard like in the cover. Like
you know,
that's actually kind of a
that's
letdown.
kinda-
I was hoping he would make like a pool out of like the hallway or something, and then be like, "Whoa, I'm surfing an art, dudes." Because we're in
the
California,
$7 million
bruh.
budget. Do you think they have that? Do you think they have that money?
I
$7
mean,
million
they had
all
the
to pay
money
for-
to get
don't know what.
Courtney Thorne Smith in the movie. She was kind of a big name at the time because she was on a big TV show.
No idea who she is.
An actress.
Yeah, she was in like a really big
Interesting.
TV show. That's all I know before she did Jeremy and the
A
Board.
really big TV show that was so big we
If
can't even remember
anything,
what it's
the
called.
only
We're too young. We're babies, Jules.
we're dumb little
we're too
goo
young.
gaga
that.
babies. We don't know
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, we don't watch shows that we can only shut our brains off to and enjoy. We have to watch stress-inducing shows to add on to our stress in our lives with like The Bear, or
King Bad or The Sopranos or something.
yeah, Breaking Bad, Sopranos.
I also want to note
The
that
the TV show you're
no.
thinking of, Ninja, I was The Sopranos.
was it The Sopranos? Maybe I don't know. Probably
no,
not.
no, but whatever it was though.
I don't think it was Soprano. It was Melbourne Place. I think that's what it was called.
Melrose Place?
Yeah, Melrose Place. I'm only saying
Ooh,
this because
what about
of
the sequel, Melbourne Place.
well, maybe
Yeah,
she'll be in that
about
one,
to say.
in like the reboot of the show where they bring her back. But I only
Yeah.
remember that because if there's one thing that people remember Chairman of the Board, it's the fucking Norman McDonald bit that happened when he was on Conan O'Brien while when Courtney Rose Thorne was on to pretty much promote the movie. And he does that iconic joke when she says like, "Oh, the title of the movie is Chairman of the Board." And then Conan goes, "Make a joke with that, you freak. Do something with that, you freak." And then Norman just goes, "I bet bored is spelled B-O-R-E-D." Yeah, I know. It was
Oh,
a
God.
fucking banger, man. I gotta send you that
Yeah,
vid. It's
that was-
awesome.
It's a pretty good.
It's really fun. Norman McDonald's really funny. Shame he fucking died.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, he had like one super good joke that got him also fired from SNL.
Yeah, no, he kept making fun of
The
O.J. Simpson
thing.
like over and over again. And then apparently the head of like the people
Lord
who own-
Michaels was like mad about it.
because he was best friends with O.J. Simpson. That's why he got fired from he got fired for that spot.
Yep. Sadly.
Norman McDonald's just
Unfortunately.
iconic, man. He even has
The
a
woke
Soon,
mob got him.
yeah, they killed him.
Goddamn liberal woke mob.
The woke mob broke in, fucking killed him, and then they like they threw like a bag with like cancer cells on him, and they're like, "Well, he must have died of cancer." They're right there.
Yeah.
Threw a bag of tumors on him. Oh, he must have been snorting tumors, and they killed him. He OD'd on cancer tumors.
Took too many.
God.
They were too big for him.
Anyway, just
Yeah.
another. I have the Chairman of the Board DVD, and it does one of my favorite things on these dumb cheapo DVDs. Where in the special features,
does it
they
have?
just list all like the random DVD options. Like there's special features include wide and full frame, 2.0 Dolby Digital,
Yeah.
scene access,
You can select
digitally
the
mastered,
scene. Yeah.
interactive menus. That's the one, interactive menus. And then it has all the regular gobbledygook. But also, for some reason, the DVD only has French and Spanish subtitles. So if
No
you're
English?
deaf and you only
Interesting.
know English, fuck you. This movie isn't for you. This movie hates
If you don't know any language that's not French, or if you know a language that's not French or Spanish, you're fucked.
And you're deaf, fuck you. Okay.
Yep.
We keep
Yeah,
forgetting
have
to talk
fun
about the
enjoying this
movie. We're
movie.
too busy having fun talking about everything else, which is a bad sign for the movie itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I read out like some of the Wikipedia plot summary?
Oh yeah,
Please.
sure.
I thought this was
I
really
would
funny.
love to hear this.
Okay, so Carrot Top is a poor failed inventor and surf bum. Failing to make money at a variety of jobs, runs into a wealthy business magnate called Armand Macmillan. He
Armand
uses
White.
his Armand White. He uses his inventions to help him. Then they go surfing and become friends. Armand passes away shortly thereafter and leaves him with like a bunch of shares of money. Paraphrasing this, by the way. And leaves Bradford a surfboard. Then he attempts to derail Edison's success by stealing his fortune for glow in the dark, and covers himself in it and alleges that it causes radiation. And then when Edison reveals that the radiation causes sickness and death, but not a literal glowing, the company is saved. Bradford is arrested, and Grace makes a deal with the company to testify against Bradley. In the end, Edison appoints his girlfriend to run the company. That's the summary of the whole film, and it's one paragraph. That's all. There's nothing of note happens. Like, and this is all covered in 93 minutes. Like only like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences.
Oh God.
It's
But
really
very
funny.
good you were paraphrasing that, because if you were plagiarizing, we would have had to expel you because it wasn't in your own words. So good job.
I thought Carrot Top, he was so fucking annoying. I did not know who he was, but I never want to see this man's horrible, ugly, annoying face
I think
ever again.
A big thing with Carrot Top's like humor as an actual comedian is that he uses a lot of like props for his thing. That's what I've heard.
Oh, so the inventions were
Mhm.
kind of like
Right.
an extension of that.
I don't think that's what it is, because he barely really interacts with inventions. It's just a couple times he does at the beginning, and the
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of the movie he
true.
kind of doesn't at all. Like usually just a bunch of just regular
was
like
dumb.
stuff that he like does bits with apparently. I don't know. I'd have to look up a Carrot Top like stand-up thing in like 2 years when I finally get over this movie. We haven't even gotten where he
What does
actually starts
what
doing
does he even
business
do now?
stuff
He
yet.
kind of seems like one of those like people that just they had their thing in like the late 1990s and then just never heard from again.
I don't know. I bet he's living his best life, or he's dead.
Yeah.
One of the two.
No, he's alive. I've checked.
Oh,
Oh,
look up
well,
what he looks like now. He
guess we gotta finish him
horrible. He looks
off.
like a demon.
Yeah, he looks like
Jesus
he aged
Christ.
like shit.
Oh
I'm sure
yeah,
he's a
this
nice guy.
He
I just
seems
hate him
okay.
for this
I would
movie.
not want to talk to this guy. He looks too scary.
What if you just turn around and then he's just right behind you, like right
And
now?
he's right there. Oh god. Right behind me.
You just leave the call and you never come back.
And then Carrot Top just joined. And then Carrot Top
Yeah,
joins the
like
episode.
that logo you just posted that shows.
give it all 10 out of 10s on Letterboxd.
And you better tell your friends to do it too.
I'll
and
get a
on
text.
IMDb
Cole.
and Rotten Tomatoes.
The difference between you and me, Cole,
And
is that
Metacritic.
I'll get a quick death because I bought the DVD, and you'll get a slow death because you probably just streamed it.
I did stream
Yeah.
it.
I'll get like the most slow, painful death because I
Because you openly bashed him.
tortilled it.
Oh, you open up a nice warm tortilla while watching the movie.
Yeah,
That you
yeah, that's what I
Bought
did.
legally.
You get
Okay,
your
cool.
sausage and bread. That's your
Oh.
that's your last
Yeah.
meal.
Your fucking
Man, that's a pretty good last
disgrace
meal,
of a
to be
hot
honest.
dog. Mr.
That's what hot
Ordinary
dogs are in
Sausage would be
Australia.
upset with you. Mr. Ordinary Sausage would be upset.
I can't-
Tried an American hot dog once. There's too much bread in it. There's
Too much fucking
like not
bread.
a
You got
good
like
enough
fucking.
ratio.
You got like 10 slices of bread wrapped around like one little sausage. What the fuck you talking about?
No, we just have one. We have one piece of bread wrapped around the sausage. Not even all of the sausage. Only covers like half of it. But you guys in America, you have like the sausage like slots in nicely to this big ass like bread.
Well,
thing.
you don't
And
just
it's, like,
eat
the
just
ratio
the
is,
hot
like-
dog. You
it's,
gotta
like,
put all the
60,
condiments
60, 40
on it.
bread.
You need to put the condiments
got-
on it. You're
Yeah, we
not just
put the
putting a hot
condiments on
dog in
it
the
as well.
bun. Like you're doing it wrong. It's there to store like all the fucking done. Like at that point, you're just like you're making a sandwich wrong with your thing, Jules. Okay.
Yeah. There's too much bread. We have like 50-50 bread to sausage ratio. You have like 60-40 like
Because of
bread
the
to
condiments. The
sausage
condiments add
ratio.
like the extra like layer. It's designed to hold all the extra condiments and stuff and everything you're
Americans
putting
are
on
just
it.
greedy
even it
fucks.
out after.
Yeah, it's like a balance thing. You don't just eat a hot dog and then just the bread. And plus, it's like a perfect little like
yeah.
pocket. I don't have to worry about
You're
the fucking
wrong.
sausage rolling out of my slice of bread.
Exactly.
But if you hold it tightly, then it's fine.
Yeah, but I can actually
it,
set the
though?
fucking hot dog down,
It
and I don't have to
is.
worry about like rolling away or anything. It's
If
less
you
likely to
guys,
get
like,
stolen
angle
by
your
a
hot dog wrong, it just
seagull.
slides out.
It doesn't slide
They
out.
don't
It's like
like
it's a
that.
perfect pocket. It's like it fits snug. I gotta be quiet because people are sleeping in this house.
But we hold it tightly, so it never falls out for us because we know. And you guys don't even.
We don't
hold your
have to
things
hold it
tightly, so there's,
tightly
like,
because it's perfectly designed.
yeah, because
hot dog.
but then there's more of a chance it'll fall out.
But no, it won't fall out because
No,
that's
no,
how
no,
well
no,
it's
no, no,
designed.
That's not how that works.
Cole,
You just
do you think we
perfected
just
this.
like
Just-
hold our hot dogs at like facing downward so it can like fall out
Yeah,
at all
we're not
times?
holding them at like 45-degree angles.
Do you think we like look
pointing
straight
down
down
at
to the
us?
ground and like eat our hot dog upward, like we're trying to get like a cock in our mouth?
Perhaps.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
America, and
This
straight
is
is great.
America where we eat our hot dogs right.
We eat our hot dogs the straight way by shoving those glizzies down our mouths.
Not even swallowing, just like straight down the gullet.
Yep.
Sometimes
Just
2
all
at
in,
a
like,
time. We
3
just
bites.
unhinge our jaws and just shove as many
Yeah,
as possible.
it has many to our liking.
I think we spent more time not talking about chairman of the board than the chairman of the board discussion. Like we haven't even gotten to him actually like working at the board.
Yeah,
It's
we
kind
didn't
of
even
like
get
it's
to-
kind of a nothing movie.
It really
if it could be all
is.
summed up in that one paragraph, like Wikipedia thing. So
I mean, all I was about to say after was literally just like he just starts inventing stuff, and then
That's,
Bradford tries
That
to
is perfect.
sabotage him.
that's
and
like
then
a big problem because he doesn't
Edison
like
exposes Bradford.
like what it should be is Carrot Top has to like learn and get better and like gain the trust, but everyone like likes him like immediately. Like the entire board, which has another kind of
he's like
halfway
the
decent
biggest
joke.
fucking idiot.
Well, I guess to be fair, there is a tiny joke that almost works too, where basically everyone just like bosses him to get stuff because they think he's a random intern, and after he like gets everything, he's just like, "Oh, I'm the new chairman." They instantly start kissing his ass.
It was funny, maybe like
For like
it was
1 second,
like, the
I was
first time,
tricked
but
into
then, like, they
thinking
did it
it was a joke.
3 times after, and it's like, okay, we get the joke.
But they don't
They
do it
think
instantly.
he's some
Yeah.
goofy guy, but
I
nope,
think
he's the
so
new chairman.
cool. Yeah.
And then they're
Well,
they're
that's
like,
the problem because
let
like
me
the
bow
second
down and
afterward,
kiss
where
your feet or something.
because instantly after that they all just instantly like him. It doesn't even come in like an ass kissing. They're like, "Oh my god, Carrot Top! I mean Edison, he's so good at like everything." Like any like real conflict that like could be interesting to add some like level dynamic because Carrot Top doesn't really learn anything. He just does the normal thing. He doesn't really like change at all.
He doesn't
he's
even learn to
just
become like a
basically-
businessman or anything.
Yeah, he doesn't really. He just like becomes. He's just
Just
himself the whole
exists.
movie.
Like
he's
when
just there
everyone
to,
goes
like,
on strike,
be
he's
there.
just like instantly goes like, "Well, I can give you a cut of the company, and then we'll have Luau Wednesdays." They're like, "Oh my god, Carrot Top, you're so cool."
You're so cool. You're almost
You're
as cool as
awesome.
Chris Pratt.
No one's as cool as that guy.
Yeah, that
I
guy
know.
was Mario. Like, he can't be cooler than that.
And he's gonna be Garfield.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's Garfield.
This is the first time I've heard
Garfield in
about
the
that.
Garfield
He
movie.
took it over from Bill Murray.
Got him. He's gonna
Yep.
be in Garfield 3.
Murray from Zombieland.
But like, and like the main guy's scheme, like, I guess like the one big thing, like arguably like
Made
the
no
moment
sense.
when Edison like
It didn't.
goes full to his head is when like he makes the actual TV dinners, and then he gets goaded into going to production immediately and skipping ahead all the steps necessary. And my brain is like, oh, okay, so this is gonna be where like something goes wrong, and then he has to face the action for his consequences for acting so rash because he's on top. But it's just like, oh no, it's just the other guy. He just like lied about it, so that way. And it turns out his thing was totally like perfectly fine the whole time.
Yep, it
And
was.
so he doesn't have to learn a lesson or anything. He doesn't have to get better. He gets validated because no, his thing that he did in fact rush in production when he should have listened to his girlfriend, and he's just validated for it. It's just totally fine.
Yeah, honestly, and I was a little pissed off at both of those parts because, well, first, he then got mad at Carrot Top for rushing into production, even though he basically forced him to rush into production. Like,
Yeah.
He
I know
didn't
he
force
was-
him.
that was
He
his- but
conned
it's
him
like,
into it.
you conned him into it. You told him to do this. And like, I know it's your point to try and sabotage the company that your uncle built or something, just so you can, get money and, fuck Raquel Welch or something. But like, this was your master plan. You didn't try to you know,
yeah, he
get
put no
Carrot
thought
Top
into it.
canceled or fired in another way? Like, you're not gonna get him like false accusations out against him?
No. Most convoluted way to get him fired.
Well, because it needs to be funny. Because it's the stipulation.
Because
Well,
it had to
if
be
the
90 minutes somehow.
it's basically the whole thing is if the stipulation in the will, if the stock drops below like $20, then the owner, all the shares get defaulted to the nephew, and then
Yep.
he can do whatever he wants with the company at that point. Oh, another thing that really annoyed me that it never had a payoff is when the nephew gets like the board. It feels like because the guy in the will, he winks at him, is like, look for if you
Mhm.
need help, just look into the board. And he winks at him, and I thought, okay, so the payoff is going because of my brain. What I thought was going to be is that nephew's not going to get it. And he's just going to be mad, and then when he eventually topples over Carrot Top, he'll give him the board, and then Carrot Top will find the answer in the board of what he needs to do, and also learn a lesson. Also, but that's not what happens because it reveals that the nephew just destroyed the board, and he goes, "Oh well, he said the answer was on the board, but there was nothing in it, and here you go." And I thought, oh, maybe he's gonna rebuild the board, and that's gonna like reinvigorate him and figure things out. But no, he just goes, "Wait a minute,
Nope.
this is just glow gunk. This is just a scam." Oh,
And then he also has that like weird flashback in his mind where, and then it's Bradford when they were doing tennis going, I read your diary. And then, hey, come back because I'm the one that controls your mind, that's controlling your thoughts right now. But yeah, I stole your diary and saw all your inventions.
and
And
that
then
was
I
pretty
stole
high.
one of them because I was very turned on by your inventions and I wanted to use them to fuck you.
I wanted to stick my dick in a vat of glow gunk.
Oh yeah, the
I-
fact that glow gunk just doesn't exist in that world and it's treated as like, oh man, that's insane.
And the fact that like it seems that the only people who know about it are really just Carrot Top and his roommates and then Bradford. And like how did
Yeah.
Carrot Top honestly like convince everybody that it wasn't until he probably demonstrated it, but like how was he gonna convince them without evidence about, oh yeah, it was my glow gunk invention? Oh, because they'll probably look at him and be like, oh, you're actually the chairman? Oh, you're so cool because you're a ginger or something. And you wear surf shorts while working with a suit on top. Even though he never did that in the movie. But it is in the poster.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention why he has the fall is when he rushes out the TV dinners, and then there's like a massive lawsuit where the guy's like, "Oh, I eat these meals 10 to 12 times a day, but it's super radioactive, and now I glow green. Now I'll never get a job as like a radioactive inspector ever again."
Yeah, I can't be a nuclear engineer that helps develop the new Oppenheimer fart bomb DLC pack with more farts.
I can't think of a joke. I tried, Cole. I really was trying to think of something, but I just couldn't.
And now that guy
That,
just
that joke
and
was
after
just too
that
highbrow.
happened, he went and Minecrafted himself.
Yep, that's what happened.
Yep.
He went and committed Minecraft
Chairman
in
of the
real
board,
life.
everyone.
Yep.
Also, villain's defeat very unsatisfying, and I saw it a
Oh,
mile away
yeah.
when he presents the bullshit shirt.
The bullshit.
And I was thinking that's how he's gonna defeat the villain, right? He's gonna like say something and it's gonna go
Yep.
bullshit.
And it's gotta be funny because it's got farting and
farting.
poop sound effects.
Haha.
Because farts and poop are funny.
Oh, stinky. Poopy.
Oh.
Poop. And now you got this bowl of chocolate stuff that
so.
might be poop or ice cream. And then Pier Paolo Pasolini presents it and be like, this is the new form of ice cream that's like the Bean Boozled Jelly Bellies. You have to figure it out. Is it chocolate ice cream or poop?
Or maybe, just maybe, both.
Ooh. I call this flavor 2 girls, 1 cup.
Also, what's really
I'll keep
weird is you
mentioning
have
that
the
video too much. kind of suspicious.
You kind of have the other antagonist lady who, like, whole time is really pushing the nephew to, like, take over and selling the company, and she's evil, and she never gets her comeuppance. She gets rewarded at the end.
She kind of just gets away with it, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of
It's
like
so strange.
she kind of just like leaves basically.
She's just like, I'm gonna buy all your shirts and make billions of dollars.
I'm gonna make billions.
And then I'll buy a freaking mansion with freaking laser beams on it, and the sharks have freaking laser beams.
I'm gonna get
on their
some
frickin'
sharks
heads.
with freaking lasers.
And
Why
then I'll
make
create a
billions when we can
mini-me.
make millions? But yeah, in the end, Carrot Top gets the company back, and then he gives it to Courtney Rosethorn.
Yeah, who those two had no chemistry that was believable
They
whatsoever.
burped. She burped,
just
though.
Oh yeah, she burped the ABCs in a museum, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that hot.
yeah.
Did you go, man, I want to bang that character.
And then Carrot Top was like so turned on, he's going, "You're my soulmate. And now I'm going to teach you how to surf. And then I'm also very progressive because I'm going to make you the first chairwoman because I'm woke."
And then the company failed because a woman was in charge. And that's how the movie ends.
Oh.
Ooh.
1998.
That would be such an awful ending to the movie. That would be perfect.
That would have been so fucked up.
It would be the only actual funny joke of the whole movie.
There was one. There was actually there was one that I did kind of smirk a little at. Actually, there was the Bill Clinton joke.
Oh yeah.
For Jules, if you don't know the joke, they were referring to the Monica Lewinsky scandal where Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that one.
Yep, where Bill Clinton was getting blowjobs
Did not
from
have sexual
his
relations
secretary.
with that woman.
Now, if you excuse me, I must go get a blowjob.
And
for
now,
my
if you
loving
excuse
wife.
me, I'm gonna burn the evidence.
Here, Monica Lewinsky, hold this gasoline for me.
Here, Mr. Secret Service man, here's a gun with a silencer on it, and get rid of the garbage, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, that's Chairman of the Board, one of the worst films we've ever seen. For Nefarious
Honestly,
Reels.
I think this is now the worst movie I've picked. No, this is the worst movie I've picked from Nefarious Reels.
Worse than Spiral?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's probably my bottom.
Yeah, I don't know how I would say that, yeah.
I was in pain the whole time. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just watched it, but I was just like, oh, fucking hell.
I mean, were your dreams crushed? Did you see the cover and go like, well, at the very least, I'm going to see this guy surf down on a surfboard in the middle of an office
surfing through
building?
the hallway, yeah.
And then I took a baseball bat and I started breaking every window in my house because he didn't surf down the hallway. Yeah, at least Spiral I could make memes out of.
At least you can do the iconic
It's got some really funny bits to it.
It does. Like, it's terrible, but it's got some funny Chris Rock
the jump
moments.
scare bit.
So what you're saying is this film made you appreciate Spiral more.
Microscopically.
Yeah.
Microscopically.
Big hype for Saw X. Gonna see that this Thursday.
Hell yeah. I'm probably gonna
They still have not announced a release date for it in Australia.
Hot loser.
Really
That's what you get for having a wrong hot dog.
Lame. Yeah, that's what you get for having the disgusting.
Don't believe me, I know
hot dog.
our release system is awful.
Yeah, and you can only live on like the coast of your entire country.
Yeah. We got the biggest island in the world though.
No, it's not. Hawaii's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really big. It just looks small.
No, we
on
have
a
just
map.
as much space as America, basically. Almost as much space as America, but there's only like more people in California than like the whole of Australia.
But I don't know. Anything else you guys have left to say about Chairman of the Board, other than it made you want to kill yourself?
It made me want to kill myself.
No, that seems about it. It made me want to kill myself. So yeah.
Yeah. So fuck you, Carrot Top.
Is Carrot Top from?
I wish you never did comedy again.
Here, let's see where Carrot Top is from. Who can we blame
Cook,
for Carrot Top?
Amy Schumer. Sorry, Amy Schumer is actually great. Don't get mad at me, Amy Schumer fans.
Oh, great. You got
she
us
is the
canceled
greatest comedian
again.
of all time.
Is there any one of those?
Do you know what this movie was
gives them?
missing though? The surf Nazis.
Oh yeah, that they should have made an appearance. They could have killed Carrot
Yeah.
Top and saved us from watching
Yeah,
the whole movie.
they should have had
Got that
them and then Mama
switchboard.
Washington to kill Carrot Top.
No, they take him out with the switchboard.
Oh yeah, the switchboard.
Maybe that's in the director's cut of Surf Nazis Must Die. They killed Carrot Top in it. We can only dream. Jules, you don't get it. You didn't see Surf Nazis Must Die. You don't get this Nefarious Reels lore.
Yeah. I listened to the episode and Surf Nasties Must Die sounds pretty fucking epic, but yeah.
It was pretty funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really good, which means you're never going to watch it because it's never going to get released in Australia.
Come out?
I don't know. Come out, whatever. Bleh, who cares?
Come out wherever
So
you
it'll get a
are.
release date soon then.
Maybe. It's been about, like, 20, 30 years. It might be releasing in theaters, like, in another couple weeks.
Godland only just got their theatrical distribution here. Right after Janus Contemporaries it's a part of Janus Contemporaries for Criterion.
Yeah.
Cool.
But, Cole, you're the host of the episode. I keep forgetting. I keep trying to hijack your job right now.
Yeah,
You used to being in charge.
Yeah.
You ruined my groove.
I'm usually the chairman of the board, but then Cole inherited like 45% of the stocks in the Nefarious Reels company. He inherited it from Armand Black, Armand White's like evil counterpart.
Oh, evil Armand White?
Yeah.
Evil Armand White is Armand Black.
Yeah, Legmond Black. Armand White's like evil twin.
That would be it would be Doom.
It's okay, take your time. You can do it. Complete the joke.
Denord. Denora. Wait, did I say that? No. Fuck.
It's okay. Take
I
your
already
time.
fucked that up.
No. I believe in this joke, Cole. You can do it.
Hang on, I gotta.
Don't worry, he's got this, Jules.
Denorma.
There we go.
Denamra.
Great. Good job. You did it.
There it is.
You did it, Cole.
Did it.
Yeah.
Where's the participation trophy
It's
that I
in
got
the
to steal
mail.
from Timmy now?
I'll
change the address because I'm taking it from Timmy now.
I'll get it from him tonight. I'll steal it from him.
Thank you. You'll steal that like how you stole all of Spider-Man's stock at Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that to him. I can't believe you diluted his stock like
shares
that.
down to 0.6%.
Disgusting. And that's why he couldn't keep Gwen Stacy around.
He called me a fake friend.
Yep.
Damn.
You believe that?
I can actually. You are Australian.
Yep. Australians we're all descended from criminals, so not trustworthy.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should probably move on to the next
now
movie.
on to David Cocktoes.
David, how dare you slander his name like that? Ban him.
Cocktoes.
David Ducato. David Ducato. It's David Ducato. I'm not going to sit here and have his name slandered like that. But yes, I had the modern pick. And so I recommended A Halloween Puppy, directed by greatest director ever, and ever will be, David Ducato.
Armand White.
No, David Ducato, not Armand White. Armand White's the film critic, okay? But he would also love this movie, too. He would love every David Ducato movie, because Armand White's
like
based.
how he loves every Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, because Armand White is based. Yeah, so Adam Wilder, our main character, loves Halloween. He's not a fan of his mom's boyfriend, and he casts a spell with the girl that has a crush on him, and it turns the boyfriend into a Halloween a puppy, a little puppy, and then shenanigans ensue. Jules, what'd you think of A Halloween Puppy?
I mean, in terms of David Cocktoes movies,
fucking, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft specifically. Or do Australians not have Minecraft because they suck?
We have Minecraft single player because our internet is so bad we can't join servers.
cringe.
Um,
That's what I thought.
That's very cringe.
yeah, it was awful. Three colors blue, kinda.
Yeah,
Don't know why I was
the blue
channeling that.
knight.
I'm blue.
The blue filter was blue filter was very just kind of strange.
Yeah,
I was
Off-putting?
like, why the fuck is this there?
that's night. That's
Really
that's a
off-putting.
blue night, pretty much.
I know.
It's like a trick in a lot of like filmmakers when they have no money and they have no actual way to light the night scenes. They just put a blue filter on it and they go, "This is night now." So I just so I just referred to it to a blue night.
Yeah, because I mentioned like just the amount of blue, like 3 or
In the
4 times on my
film,
notes.
I noticed that too.
The weird
Yeah.
thing
And
is
then I'll
though
just
they
write
do
it down.
I was like,
actually
why
they
is it
have
blue?
they have actually
actually.
it's weird because they've actually shot a couple times like actually at night.
Yeah.
Like, and the weirdest scene
too
is when
expensive.
they do the scene where they're performing the spell and they're outside at night with the
That's at
candles.
nighttime.
But then when it cuts to the boyfriend, I don't remember what's his name.
Ted.
Yeah,
Ted Mosby.
When it does the time when Ted's talking to them,
Mosby.
it's clearly day, but they just do the blue
It's
filter.
fucking blue.
It's just blue. But you could see like the sun glare out of the windows.
Yeah. It's like if J.J. Abrams did like one of his lens flares and then just like put it
It's
put
like
it
if
blue. It
J.J.
was like, oh,
Abrams
it's
had
night.
a $6 budget to do his best
Yeah.
lens flares.
They'd color them blue.
But yeah, Halloween Puffy
Ironically, some
is...
of it looked better than that one Game of Thrones episode that took place at night. You could not see shit.
Oh, that episode, yeah. Yeah, where you could like they would have like
Could
some
not
of the
see
torches.
it. It was pitch black.
Like, yeah, you could not see Jack Diddley squat. You were like, wait, is that a Nightwalker or is that a person?
What's going on right
like,
there?
Who is that? What's going on?
Cheering when like the dragon set fire to everything because like I was like, finally I can fucking see, not because it's
Thank you,
sick or
Dragon,
anything.
for your flames because
For the lighting,
that's
for
the
doing
best
the lighting for
cinematography
them.
there.
Jules, I do want to say that originally when I was like, okay, when we have Jules on a guest, I want to recommend like a dog movie because he recommended Bone Alone on Far Off Films. So I was very upset
which Timmy and Luca were very appreciative of that one.
I know,
Yeah,
they're
you
like,
guys
you know what,
seem to have a
Jules? That was
very civil
great.
conversation about that.
They definitely loved it, and they're definitely like, we should do more dog movies. We should just make this a dog movie podcast from now on. But they didn't because they were cowards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're not going to get this far in the episode to hear me say that,
as
right?
much anymore.
That sucks. Just rig it once so you can do Love on a Leash.
Yeah, do a romance movie theme, and then you can do Love on the Leash. Forbidden Love
best-
episode.
yeah.
The best
Fuck,
movie ever.
Call Me by Your Name. I'll just do Love on a Leash.
The best movie to explore yourself sexually to.
Yeah, so I was really upset that you had to cancel at our like big 1-year anniversary, and you didn't watch Chihuahua the movie. But turns out after I recommended this one, Cool was just like, "Oh, we should get like Jules on." I was like, "Sure." So I still got my wish of forcing you to watch a dog movie. So now you know what
It all worked out in the
Timmy and Luca feel.
They didn't get to see a dog movie with us, so. Well, Luca was like, dinosaurs or I'm not on here.
Yeah, that sounds like Luca.
Yep, that was basically what she was saying. It was
And
just
Luca
like,
was a real
I will
hypocrite because
only
Luca hasn't recommended a dinosaur movie on For Our Films yet. So
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah, so
The
maybe
fuck?
you should like
we're
tell
gonna have to
Luca,
get
hey,
Luca canceled for that one.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Luca, you see this? We're fucking coming
Yeah.
for you.
We're
Yeah,
taking you
Luca.
down. We're taking down everything. We're gonna blast it on all your social medias. We're gonna start a hashtag.
You're gonna start blasting.
Pow pow.
Hashtag cancel floopy doopy.
Yeah, hashtag cancel Flippy Doofy. She hasn't recommended any dinosaur movies on Far Off Films, but she made us recommend them on our podcast.
Critical. Disappointed
Very-
in you, Luca.
Very critical.
I don't know. I mean, is Luca recommending like in the next episode?
I'm recommending.
Oh, maybe you should
Is it,
recommend.
wait, when is this episode coming out?
This is gonna come out like next Wednesday, like October something.
Okay.
Like October what? Like 4th, 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah, October
Alright,
4th.
I won't say what my recommendation is for Far Off Films tonight.
It's gonna be like Bone
So
Halloween.
we're
or
going
something.
into our horror theme next, so
You can do a
I'll just put it in
dinosaur
the chat.
movie. Do you want us to like recommend you some like bad horror movies to just like ruin their day?
Oh no, I've already got my pick.
I was about to say, I think that would torture Luca more than Timmy, because I've seen Timmy's recommendations on there. He recommends the most bad stuff.
Consistently bad stuff.
It's either bad movies or anime he recommends. That's it.
Yeah.
If
that's
it's
kind of
never a
it.
theme.
Every time he's kind of ventured into live action, it's just kind of been sort of mid.
Like Super.
Like with My Own Private Idaho. Me though, I
But
never
yeah,
recommend bad
Halloween
films.
Puppy.
Yeah, back
This
to
is-
I keep getting
Halloween
distracted.
This
Puppy.
really is our most derailed episode because we keep going off on like 10-minute tangents about other stuff.
I just make that happen. That's my energy.
I don't know. if you're lucky, you might make this the longest Nefarious Reels episode
You might,
ever.
honestly.
With
We'll see.
with this tactic, we're already at like an hour and we barely have touched the second movie.
Yeah, it could be longer than Joey King.
Yeah, you might finally beat the kissing booth, something that neither Luca nor Timmy could do. I
They
mean,
could
Timmy
never
cut
do
it
that.
close.
They
He
could
was
never
like,
be us.
I think Luca was a couple minutes, and then I think Timmy was like just slightly over a minute less than the
Yeah.
kissing booth episode.
Long live Tuppen.
Tuppen supremacy, baby.
We have started a religion for Tuppen now, so our communion is gonna be
Right now,
I don't even remember what right now.
we're doing
Well, but like
oh,
what's his-
Tuppen,
what's his-
You are so great.
but I was saying like what's his body and blood? Is it like Kool-Aid and a wafer cracker?
I will figure it out. We'll iron out the details later.
We'll figure it
We're
out.
very new.
Yeah.
But movie, Halloween Puppy.
Oh yes, David Cocteau's Halloween.
I
Give it
swear to God,
confidence.
if you don't fucking stop it, I'm ending the episode early out of spite. I'm walking out on the set and I'm going home.
Aren't you home already?
I will leave and go to
I'll
my
walk to the
second
kitchen.
home.
Walk to my mom's house.
If you don't stop, I'm
Okay.
gonna go tell on your mom, and you're gonna get in so much trouble. I'm gonna tattletale on
I
you.
shall take away my Xbox.
Fuck. My PS5.
It's my turn to play the PS5.
It's
My turn to
my
play Spider-Man.
it's my turn to pick the movie.
But yeah, Halloween Puppy by David
Yeah.
Ducato Cole. Talk about the
Best
David
actor
Ducato
from-
movie.
Evil Bong 420.
Yep, he really was.
He was. No. He wasn't just the best. He was the best actor out of all of those movies.
That is true. But basically, Halloween Puppy is basically just a better Chihuahua the movie. Like, this movie is better than Chihuahua the movie in like almost every way. Possibly because they actually properly set up how things happened and how they're gonna fix the problem. The only thing
And
they
it
kind of
also wasn't a Darman type script.
That's true. I think the only thing they kind of muck up that Chihuahua the movie does better is the character that gets transformed into the dog. Because Ted, he doesn't really do anything wrong. Like, the teenager, he's just like, oh, he's so predictable and boring. So, and then he just gets transformed into a dog, and he doesn't do anything wrong. He's just like, oh, I'm just comfortable
Kinda
with
just
how life is
vibes.
doing.
Yeah.
Ted is literally me, pretty much. I don't want to do anything
cool.
different. I'm perfectly fine doing things the way they are.
Cool.
Just vibing.
But then he gets just transformed into a puppy because
Into
he
a
said Nido.
bulldog.
Yeah, that's the whole movie. He gets transformed into puppy, and then he just goes, "Oh, I can smell things. Oh, things smell so good. I am a puppy."
Yeah, I'm a puppy.
like the guy
I
who
like
plays
my belly
Ted
being rubbed.
It's just like comes off kind of slightly unhinged, if I can't lie. Like there's something a little off with the actor who plays Ted. He's got like that like weird look.
He has like a kind of like weird like manic like oh this is like kind of dangerous person energy.
Like I'm waiting for the scene where he like goes to his car and then there's just like a skinned face like on the
Yeah.
dashboard just like drying there.
Yeah.
He just snaps and like just beats someone to death like really brutally or something.
Like that's like the Tim, but that's what should have happened when he turned back into a human. Like he has like that canine sense of like murder. He transforms into a pit bull, and pit bulls are stereotypically murder machines. So that's what should have happened. When he turns back to
Yeah.
normal, he just kills
Eating
like
some
the
children.
son.
Now I'm thinking we should have done the movie like that ad where it's like, what you didn't realize about Ted was he was planning to murder that family the entire time, and here's the evidence right here.
It's like it starts with like a reenactment, like an aftermath scene where you see like all the police tape and like interviews with people. Like we didn't expect it, we didn't know what he was really like, and then it's like this is a retelling.
How did we
of the
not
story.
see this coming?
Yeah,
How did we not see it coming?
Damn it!
But yeah, he gets transformed into a dog, and they go to like
A
this
bulldog
cabin.
specifically.
Like the whole thing is them trying to figure out like what happened. They go to this like random psychic lady, and she's like, "Oh, yo, bro, you just told the spell, and now like you transformed your boyfriend, your mom's boyfriend, into like a doggy."
Yeah,
And you
doggy.
have to take him back to home and transfer him back, or else you'll never be able to. Which this happens the last like 15 minutes of the movie. This revelation, by the way.
But I'll admit it did a better job setting up like the rules, you could say, a little more, which
Setting up the rules.
obviously
to this
that is
game.
why David Ducato's the best director of all time. He actually is consistent with how he makes his movies.
Yeah, because unlike in Chihuahua the movie, where it's just like the lady transforms her, and then it's just like I'll get around to it eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, but they set up rules. There's also stakes. They introduce stakes to it because if he doesn't get transformed by the end of the night, he will be a dog forever, or at least until next Halloween. So there's a level of stakes. You get our antagonists, the twins, that everyone fucking hates. They're like so universally
those
hated.
guys.
The
God, they were
teenage son
so
hate him.
cartoonish.
So annoying. Yeah.
They were
really
literally
cartoonish.
They were literally Saturday morning cartoon characters.
They're like, hey, we want to borrow your
Gotcha.
Halloween decorations because, thanks, bye. They just steal. Cole, your face.
My hand slipped.
You're revealed. We know what you look like. You're doxxed. You're doxxed forever now.
Fuck.
We're going to have to... I'm going to full screen that on the video. I'm going to edit that face in just at that very moment. I'm going to dox you. I'm going to put up your address on screen just right there. Right next to your face, so everyone knows where you live and come for you. Jules can send like one of the 10 venomous spiders from like Australia and just send them to you.
I'll send like a rogue kangaroo to your house.
Kick your ass.
Kangaroo Jackie Legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And he'll steal your jacket.
Your life is over, Cole. It's over, kiddo. That's what you get for saying David Ducato's last name wrong.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah.
Not call him David Cocktoes.
You're next, Jules, after that.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna get Carrot Top. I'm gonna send him after you. You're lucky that just overseas travel is so expensive right now, Jules, or I'd go after you first. Like, I wouldn't have to search as much because I just have to search like one coast and I would find you easily. I just have to look for the one loser with a piece of sausage on a slice of bread. And just take you out.
Well, that's all of Australia. Everyone in Australia loves those.
I'm gonna take out all of Australia single-handedly.
You can't, and Rowan is vegetarian, so you can't. He won't vouch, or he will vouch for me, but he can't say that he likes them.
But Rohan is gonna then do a vegetarian hot dog that Smoochie would advertise from Death to Smoochie because that was like the joke in that movie where they were like he's a health nut. He's a weirdo.
Jules, this is like the third episode in a row he fucking referenced Smoochie. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
Stop talking about
He's a bit
hot
too
dog.
obsessed.
Like, Jesus Christ, he keeps saying
it helps me with the pain of
but he
not
keeps talking
wanting
about
to
it.
commit.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know
like,
what
this
heinous
is like
crimes
more
against
unhealthy.
myself.
Like, I love David Ducato, but I don't talk about him like every fucking
pain.
episode. Like, he keeps talking about him, Smoochie, all the time.
Ah, that felt cathartic
like,
for
what the fuck?
Smoochie. Fuck him.
I talk about Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff all the time on Far Off Films and give Timmy shit. It's all good.
But yeah, Halloween Poppy. Fuck the teenager. He's just kind of a whiny boy. He's just like, we have to go on a trip on Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. It's my holiday. We live like kings. We live at this house, Mom. Why are you so whiny? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not like we don't own this house, which we actually don't, but it's more of, we had you have a client or something and we're just renting this, I guess.
Short-term lease rent. The iconic David Ducato house. And I was
from
like,
every other movie.
from 1313 Giant Killer Bees,
Bees,
and
my
it's also in A
stepbrother's a
Talking Cat,
vampire.
Step Brothers of Vampire,
I s-
1313 Nightmare Mansion. I've already said A Talking Cat, but I'll say it again.
a talking
A
cat.
Talking Cat. I will say this: I think of all the David Cotto films we've watched for Nefarious Reels so far, I think this is my least favorite one.
I thought they were all masterpieces though. How
Well,
could they
yeah, but
you have
like,
like a least
How
favorite?
is the gay porn B movie
So it's like
better than
so it's like
this?
the closest to like a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10.
no, they're all 10 out of 10s, like, naturally. I'm just saying, look, you can
Okay.
talk about Michelangelo's, like, Sistine Chapel and then Michelangelo's David piece. They're both masterpieces, but clearly one's going to be better than the other for you. And
Fair.
clearly that's going to be the David sculpture because you could see dick in it. Look, and also, to your point, Cole, I like 1313 Giant Killer Beast more because it's really, really weird.
Okay.
Like, it's so strange and, like, weird that I like it more, pretty much.
I mean, it gave my brother a mental breakdown while watching it because of
And then
how
it gave him a
elongated
boner.
some scenes were shot.
It was fun to watch in the VC. And
Yeah, you were there.
That was it.
Luca would like hated it,
I was
but
there
it
for like
might have.
15 minutes.
Look, Luca said she wanted a gay movie, and that's what I gave her, and then she got all upset about it. Well, I mean, she
It
didn't really
was-
get that upset about it.
Gay porn.
Yeah.
In weird body
The most
caressing.
gay things can be.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna show her My Stepbrother's a Vampire, but she wanted the gay movie, and that's what we were going to be watching for Nefarious Reels that episode. So that's what I put on.
Yep.
I think Luca secretly like loved it, but just doesn't want to admit it. So she gave it a low
I'll
score.
ask her before we record
Oh,
tonight,
okay.
and I'll let you know.
You should like ask about it like in the
Catch
Far Off
Luca
Films
in
like
4K.
podcast. Yeah, when you're canceling her about like not recommending dinosaur movies, like just like outright call it out in the episode,
right.
and then bring up the fact that she secretly loves the movie and she's in denial about it. Like, we're just gonna destroy Far Off Films from the inside, and you're gonna be our main guy, Jules. Then you can join us instead.
We'll take over both of them. We'll do what Bradford couldn't do in Chairman of the Board.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then we'll do a new merger, and then we have a 5-host podcast for bad movies.
Yeah, very. Yep, we got it.
We'll be better than E EFAP.
Exactly. All right, a Halloween puppy.
Yeah.
Halloween puppy. Other things.
David Ducato's dog movie.
Yep, he's done it again. Another masterpiece. Iconic.
Yep.
Better than the
Iconic.
last dog movie we watched. Chihuahua the movie.
Oh, this is the better dog movie.
Definitely the better dog movie. At least until I
And
recommend
like
the sequel
the dog more
to
in this one.
Chihuahua 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, the dog is definitely cuter in this one. Possibly because
Mhm.
they don't like bank all their money on the dog like they do in Chihuahua the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the voice performance by that one Oscar-nominated actor who was in it, where he sounded so enthusiastic about everything.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
He was
was
very
not a
excited to say-
paycheck. Definitely
Definitely was not
questioning
recorded
his
in
life.
a day.
No one ever does a paycheck with David Ducato.
Nope,
They
this is
are there
all-
to act in the
Was
best movie
acclaimed
they've
actor
ever.
from Bob Fosse's Star 80 and The Dark Knight and Inherent Vice would work with David Cocktoes.
Jules fucking
Jules.
God.
You're
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Jules. Yeah, you started to really burn the candle at both ends at this point.
I think he's actually
I've got
starred
no
in
back,
a.
Ooh.
fellas.
He
He was
started
in
a.
the Human Centipede 3.
He's been in everything. He has like, if you look at his Wikipedia like filmography, it's like
Yeah, it's like 500
over
movies.
there's like 24 films every year. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's occasionally in like he's working with actual directors like PTA and Chris
He
Nolan.
did a movie with Uwe Boll.
Oh, which one?
So he is the. It's called Assault on Wall Street. That's the one I found right now.
Oh, I've seen that one. That one's funny. It's got the dad from Home Alone, Kevin's dad, as the villain.
Oh my god.
You guys should watch that. I'd have to watch it again. It's very funny.
Maybe he was in a good number of David Ducato films. He's in A Talking Cat. He's
Ooh.
in. He's in actually David Ducato's most recent film that he made, If I Can Have You, where he's like the DJ manager guy.
Mm.
He's probably in other
Still
ones
make
that I
films?
haven't seen. So many
He's also
iconic
in
David
Cool
Duchovny
Cat
movies.
Finds a Gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I saw
Is he
that one.
actually?
Yeah, he's just a P.
Oh,
He's
wait,
there to give a PSA, pretty much. He's just like, don't do
Oh,
he's one of those
drugs.
people.
Got it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He's in a film called 8 versus Monster. He's in Bonnie and Clyde, the David Duchovny film Bonnie and Clyde Justified. He's in Bigfoot versus DB Cooper. Oh, we gotta see that at some point.
Is that a real film?
Yeah, that's also a
Or did you
David
just make
Duchovny
that up?
film.
Oh, that sounds like a banger.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what other. He's in Wolves of Wall Street, which is another David Duchovny film. I'm just seeing all the David Duchovny films he's
Wolves
in.
of Wall Street, not Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Very
my
suspicious
favorite.
there.
He stole from Marty Scorsese.
Let's see. He was in A Husband for Christmas. He was in Hansel and Gretel, Warriors of Witchcraft. He was in The Wrong
I
Roommate.
think.
He did
Been
some
in every
short
movie.
film with
He's in Sorority
that I saw with,
Slaughterhouse, the film I had to spend $50 to get.
$50.
Yeah, don't worry. When I recommend that film one day, I'll actually talk about the
$7?
story
What is
behind
this?
that.
Oh yes, I will love to hear that.
He's in a film called Joker's Poltergeist. Oh shit, that's getting watch listed.
You may as well
Let me-
watch. See, do you reckon there's anyone out there who's like a huge fan, who's like 100% at his filmography?
Well, I mean, might have to start now. He's in Joker's Poltergeist, the greatest movie ever made.
Joker's Poltergeist.
When was that made?
It
The
was
most
made in
Kino.
2015.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was made before Joker.
The
So
Joker
Todd
movie
Phillips
that predated
is a
the Joker. Yeah, he stole Joker's Poltergeist.
And I knew Todd Phillips was a hack, but I didn't know he was that much of a hack.
Yeah.
But you guys got anything more you'd like to? He was in Amityville Bigfoot.
Jesus.
He's been in lots of movies about Bigfoot.
Yeah, a lot of those. There was like one early on where he had like a short film he did with Rachel Sennett in like 2021.
Appendage.
I was like, yeah, Appendage. Yep. I was like, okay.
He's in a
interesting.
film called Enemies Among
Been all
Us.
over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Among Us.
Amogus.
Amogus.
Amogus. Amogus.
Morgan
He's in like a
Freeman.
billion fucking films. Holy shit. Like I
He's
keep
like he's in
scrolling
nearly
down.
1,000. And it never stops, does it?
No.
He's in a
Insane.
different puppy movie called Magic Puppy. And he also plays a character
He
called
just likes
Ted.
puppies.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm reading the synopsis. Okay. Molly decides to plan a surprise for her best friend Adam. She casts a magic spell, but it all goes wrong and turns his mother's boyfriend Ted into a puppy. The teenagers must try to reverse the effects for. Well, hold on a fucking second.
Hang on a sec.
this
Hang
is Eddie-
on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is the same fucking movie. I'm looking at it actually. It has a German like bar like number thing. So this is probably just they changed the title of the movie and called it a Magic Puppy. The letterbox is a hack fraud. My whole life has been
what
a
the
lie.
fuck?
What the fuck?
David Cocteau, how could you do this?
Jules, I'm this close to just kicking you from this call and just like editing you out this entire episode.
Yeah,
then-
it just cuts every time I say anything.
And
Your
then
name
Tim-
is censored.
No, it's just dubbed over with Timmy now.
Yeah, we just invite Timmy on for a third time. We'll just give Timmy the
You mean-
script that we gave you, and then he'll read all the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be like clearly, you know how like people when you know people are acting like they're just reading off the script, just going, "Hello, this is Jules. I watched the movies. They were really bad.
They bad, yeah.
They bad. The end."
Would you have Timmy say David Cocteau's, or
No,
would you?
you're like on your 9th strike here, kiddo. One more and you're out of
Ninth
here.
strike.
No, I thought it was. Is it 10 strikes and you're out, not 3?
Right now, it's like 10 strikes. We gotta be fair.
Okay.
This is like a really recent rule. We've never had to get to a point to actually kick out a guest, but you could be the first. You could be the first, and we'll have to cancel the whole
Damn.
episode. We'll just have Timmy cancel the Far Off Films recording to do your lines for us.
Yeah, you'll call up Timmy, be like, "This guy's trouble."
Yeah, you should fire him. Fire him from Far Off Films. Get a replacement guy. Also, have you heard about Luca? She forced us to talk about dinosaur movies, but she hasn't recommended one on your podcast. You should fire her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do a solo podcast by yourself. In fact, just quit the
Just-
whole podcast together. Join us instead.
No, I would like to hear a solo podcast where someone talks to themselves about a bunch of movies for like an hour and a half. Almost sound like a schizophrenic episode.
But you
Oh,
guys,
thanks for the
um,
compliment on that movie. Yeah, thank you, me.
but you guys have anything else to say about
dementia
Halloween
film
puppy.
podcast. It's
A
like
Halloween
episode
puppy.
1, then episode 1 again.
But yeah, Halloween Puppy. Anything you guys have to add about Halloween Puppy? All Halloween Puppy
I
specifically.
like the horror references and that Adam kid. He's got some good taste in horror, like
Adam
Evil Dead.
Wingard.
Adam
Wingard.
Yep.
Adam Weenie Hut Juniors.
At the end of the movie, when he goes
Wingard.
like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make my own movie. I'm gonna do a live action adaptation of Death Note. Like at like the end credits scene.
And then in the end credit scene, it's just Timmy just like throwing everything off his desk in a fit of rage. And then he like pulls out a gun like, fine, I'll do it myself.
And that's the plot of Halloween Puppy 2. Like Timmy's gonna go kill Adam Wingard, but he gets transformed into a puppy because Adam Wingard uses the spell against him.
And he's able to trick him into saying Nito.
Yeah, but then Timmy just mauls his face off. And then the plot is basically him having escaped the pound because they're gonna put him down because he ripped off Adam Wingard's face.
Oh, and the pound really was a big fan of Adam Wingard.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing. That's Adam Wingard's like personal pound.
Okay. And they're just like, hey, you can't do no, you don't do that to Adam Wingard. He is the best director ever. He made Godzilla and King Kong fight each other, so he's great.
In 24 hours, we'll be putting you down. And then he has to escape. And then he turns back
an
to
escape room.
Yeah, an escape. Yeah, well, no. It's a prison escape movie, not an escape room. Movie.
Okay, fair.
He's like, I gotta escape before Halloween ends, so I can turn back to normal. Because if I get put down, that means I can't record the Halloween special episode of Far Off Films.
Big dilemma there.
Sorry.
But yeah, Jules, you got anything left to say about a Halloween Puppy?
Yeah, it was a good David Carter movie. It was great. I had quite a time.
Ninja Jedi saying that peacefully as he's holding a gun right next to Jules' head.
That's right. Keep talking, Jules.
Yeah, I don't
smile and
I don't know
wave,
if you can.
Jules.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's all good right now. It's just yeah.
Wait,
yeah. But anyway.
Shit. We've been saying his name wrong the whole time. It was Mary Crawford, actually.
Yeah, his pseudonym.
Yeah.
But I
God
guess
damn it.
if that's all we got to say about the movies, Cole should lead us to the next part.
Yep. So I think we tried to talk about the movies. But what was everyone's favorite movie in today's list of dank epic Kino shit?
Jules.
None of them.
You have to pick one. Which one was the better than
That's the rule.
That's the whole thing. We literally have done 29 episodes of this. You should know the gimmick by now at this point.
Oh yeah, true. I'm a disloyal fan. Probably
fake fan.
Chairman of the board because I got introduced to Carrot Top.
Wow.
That's cool.
Fuck you. Okay, fuck you.
That's actually shocking.
I hate you. We're never having this guy on again. Okay.
All right.
I refuse.
I'm lowering it on my list
David
now because he just said that.
Okay, turns out I can't cancel Jules. I can't remove him from the call actually, so I guess you just got fucking lucky, punk.
Oh yeah.
But you're wrong. I'm going with the
get me.
Halloween Puppy because David Ricardo is the greatest director who ever lived. Even if this is my least favorite that we've talked about on the podcast, it's still leagues better than Chairman of the Board. Cole, you are the tiebreaker. Don't fuck this one up.
Come on, Cole.
Halloween Puppy.
Good. Yeah,
I have to say.
Goddamn
honestly,
right.
like I said, I like the dog more, so The
Yeah,
dog was cute. The dog
Chairman of
was
the board
cute.
didn't
I
have
will
a
give him
dog,
that.
so yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Easy.
Chairman of the board did not have a dog.
So yeah, fuck you,
And it
Jules. You're
did not
wrong,
have
and
a-
you're a bad guest.
And it didn't
Yep.
have Carrot Top surfing in a hallway. So that was also disappointing.
So that's a
And it had no surf Nazis.
So that's a point for me. Point for modern movies, which there hasn't been one in a while. So
Yeah.
good for them.
Oh, that's actually shot. Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time a modern movie won.
Well, let's.
And I don't want to look it up right now.
I will, because I have the list up already.
Oh, you do? Cool.
Yeah, let's see. So we'll go in reverse from when fucking last time. So let's see. Deathstalker won, then Surf Nazis won, and then there was the trilogy, and that didn't really have a really way to retro modern pick. Then it was a tie. Okay, then it was Dear Evan Hansen. So actually, it was only about like 1, 2, 3. It was only about like 4 episodes.
Yeah, because it was Curse of Bigfoot.
Yeah, that movie was
That's
so
why Dear
boring.
Evan Hansen won. Even though Dear Evan Hansen pissed me the fuck off.
And it was like 2 hours long. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god damn. Cole, questions. That's next.
Oh, yes. And now time for questions. And if you don't leave questions, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're
Mattias.
You're
Yeah.
not. You are no longer our friends. And now we're gonna have to beg and plead and maybe have to suck a dick or two just to get some questions.
Don't worry, I got some questions. I actually
Oh,
got
yay.
some questions.
Yay!
Suck
I
air.
Will have sex for questions on podcast.
Okay, so we'll start with our hack fraud Mattias, who had to change his order to a question. But
Because he
asked,
doesn't know proper punctuation was failed by the
For
American
me.
education system.
how would you describe a hypothetical where your favorite movie is directed by your least favorite filmmaker?
So you're telling me, so he's saying, I have to imagine a movie.
That you love.
I have to imagine Under the Skin, directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to imagine Fellowship of the Ring, directed by Jeff Wadlow.
Who?
Oh, You don't know Jeff Wadlow?
Jeff Wadlow. That name doesn't
He
ring a
made
bell.
Oh, he's like the king of shit in Hollywood. He made Truth or Dare, Fantasy Island, like all those kind of like shit horror movies.
Oh, okay. I never really paid
And,
attention to the name, so
Yeah. He's just the most consistently awful director like
Let's see. Do I
that
go?
I've ever seen.
What is my least favorite director? I don't know. Was the people who made 365 Days, was that the same director every time?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to check, because it is. Then I can say them, because they made 3 of the worst films ever made. 365
me
Days. It's directed by 2
know.
people,
Oh.
Barbara Biotoaz and Tomaz
Of course it
Mendez.
was
And yeah,
a
they did.
woman directed 365 Days.
No, she directed all 3 of them.
Oh God. And
Jesus.
that's why 50 Shades of Grey is better. It had a woman direct one, and then they were like, we need a man to direct these movies now.
No, she directed all of them with the man.
Oh, with the man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say both of them. Now, if I considered my Mommy, I would say Mommy's probably my favorite movie ever made. Or at least tied with My Step Brothers a Vampire, naturally. And the first thing you do is they would fuck up the soundtrack in both movies, because both movies have very iconic soundtracks. And in 365 Days, they just fucking blur that thing as like filler, and they would fuck it up, because Mommy's soundtrack, incredible, iconic, same as My Step Brothers a Vampire, and they would just fuck that up completely. Like, I know it. They'd probably make the
It would
relationship.
be awful.
They'd also make the relationship in both movies way more incestual. There's probably a lot more sex in it,
Oh yeah.
which would be like really messed up considering what the film Mommy is about, as well as My Step Brother is a Vampire too, considering that's more of a kids movie.
Yeah. But My Step Brother's a Vampire, if it was made by those 365 Days people, they would not know how to tell you how to gain prospects towards women too.
They wouldn't. They would just like fucking have them start instantly like having hardcore sex, and then they'd end it in a really shitty fucking hangover. Not hangover. Cliffhanger. They did
Oh,
that for
there you
every
go.
fucking movie. Even the very end of the trilogy, they ended on a
The
fucking
last
cliffhanger.
one is a cliffhanger.
The final
yeah.
and the trilogy
Oh,
ends with a fucking
God.
cliffhanger.
That sounds horrible.
And the thing is, if
Oh
they make
my
a fourth one,
God.
I'd probably watch that too. I've seen all three of them. I've seen every single one. Hell, I've seen the second and third one right when they released on Netflix. Like,
Yeah, might as well hit the quad feed at this point.
if they make a fourth one, I'll end up watching it. Like I hate them, but
Yeah,
I keep watching them, so really it's my own damn fault. Like, I've considered recommending the 365 Days trilogy, but then I remembered, oh wait, then I have to watch them again.
Yeah, that means you have to watch them, and I have to bring more alcohol with me.
Like, if I recommended 365 trilogies, they are like bottom 3, like guaranteed.
Did they come out like 2020, 2021, and 2022?
No, it's like 2020, and then but the last two came out in 2022.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
so that
like
was like
tail
a
ends of the
Oh,
year.
So the sequels pulled a Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first
the
one's
sequels
2020, and then the second and third
Next-
one are
oh, wait,
both
which
in
one?
2022, and I think the second one's the beginning of the year.
Which one's the second one? Which one's the third one? Is it
Okay,
next 365
no,
days?
the next 365 days, that one's the third film. It's 365 this
Oh.
day. That one's the second one.
It's a dumb title.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It sounds stupid.
Have you guys seen the after movies though?
I want to.
Our big regret
Oh.
after we already did our announcement for a yearly one, and then later I was like, oh, Cole, we should have just done all the after movies because they're coming out with that fifth final one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's what the status is on the fifth one.
It's out like right now, isn't it?
Oh, that was the
Like
fourth
in
one.
America, I'm pretty sure it's out in theaters right
What?
now.
Wait, have I missed it? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure like the fifth one is out.
Okay, wait.
Like
After-
after everything is out.
No way. Ain't no way. I missed it. Oh.
Let's see. Releases.
Oh, Jules.
Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed it.
What?
Oh my god, this is like the
The
most
fuck?
upset I think I've ever heard you. Wait. No,
I didn't even see the trailer.
No, Cole. No, Jules. I'm looking at Letterboxd right now because they got the releases thing. There's a theatrical limited release for Australia. It is October 6th. You still have a chance.
Yes.
You
Yes!
still got it.
You caught a break.
I got it.
You still can see it.
Australia
You won't
did
miss it.
something right for once.
Turns out their stupid fucking release system actually worked in your favor.
Wow.
You'll still get
Yeah.
to see it.
My God.
Yet you
But I don't know how they're gonna
how
they make a fifth one, considering they split off permanently at the end of the fourth one.
Apparently, there's even going to be another one after that called Before, which is a prequel
What?
movie.
And an additional sequel.
The sixth film in
Bruh.
the After universe is a prequel that will center on a teenage Hardin who is navigating his first love. The events that take place in these formative years shape the bedrock of the troubled but passionate Hardin we meet in the current After films. Cole,
You
we
gotta
gotta
give the people what they
God.
want.
Cole, we got our work cut out for us at this rate. There's gonna be 5 of them.
I don't know what
Yeah.
they've come out every year consistently, and I was so scared that that there wasn't gonna be the fifth one wasn't gonna come out this year, but I'm glad.
But you lucked out.
I'm lucky. I'm so lucky.
Anyway, enough avoiding the question though. You two still have to answer.
I mean, I said
Uh,
Jeff Wadlow's thing would be just like the most like trash thing ever. Like he would make I'm sure he would make like the Balrog like a jump scare. He would make like
No, like the scene where they're held up in like that tomb area with the door boarded up. There'd be a scene where the hole gets ripped open and nothing shows up, and it cuts to them waiting.
Yeah.
And it cuts that and goes.
and then like they burst out of the darkness, and then yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I'm sure that would be unbearable.
Well, I mean, I think we all know how Zack Snyder does his bullshit, so I guess I'll have to go on my little
He would
tirade
make it
about
more
this
epic, and there would be
motherfucker.
more sex in it.
There would be more sex. There would be more slow-mo.
Yep.
There would be more...
He showed the baby drowning.
Yeah, he would show the baby drowning. That baby's job was beach.
Did a real shit job at
I've
it.
ever seen.
I cannot believe you sent me that. I was literally like, Jules, I'm not even, I shit you not. I was like trying to hold in so much laughter at that. I was like, this is horrible, but that is the funniest fucking thing ever.
I know, it's so fucked up, but it's so funny.
But it's hilarious.
That might be
Uh,
one of the funniest. That might be the funniest tweet I've ever seen.
Send me the tweet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, let me find it.
yeah, I was about to say
Was
you
I-
might have to find that.
Yeah, I sent it
Yeah.
to.
You'll search it, and then I'll just keep talking about how fucking
Yeah,
annoying
you
Zack
keep
Snyder is.
talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, they would have done some. No. Well, he would have also made the movie like 3.5 hours long for some reason, and the opening would have been something like, I don't know, some narration from. He probably would have changed it from Scarlett Johansson, honestly, because no. He would keep Scarlett Johansson for the eye candy, but he would have her naked more because you gotta please the boys somehow. You don't need like a good story or anything, or like just good pacing, a story to just good characters, good anything. You just gotta have tits and ass, and then a lot of slow mo, a lot of boobs jiggling, and then just like the most drab looking color palette you could
Oh,
ever
God.
imagine. And then just like
and then when the end where the guy lights her on fire, it
Yep.
would be like more like violent, and it would be slow motion.
it would be
and
very
stuff.
violent, and then Scarlett Johansson's boss would like go on some like murderous tirade. Not like a murderous tirade. He would just start like punching people, but it would obviously have to be all the slow mo with like rap music
He
playing
goes,
in the background, maybe because it's cool. And then I would have already like jumped into the river by like minute 5 of the movie. Yeah, I think you could tell I hate Zack Snyder with a burning passion.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, that was weird because yesterday
Like,
you're telling
he
me how
would-
much you love Zack Snyder movies.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
yeah.
man,
You
the
gonna
Zack
watch his
Snyder
new?
cut of
Are
Justice
you gonna watch his new
League
ones?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch Rebel Moon. Oh yeah. Just
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be
not even just
fucking
to shit
fun
on
as
it,
fuck.
just to be like, I watched YMS react to the trailer for it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is trying again. So it was apparently supposed to be like
epic.
his like Star Wars, his like own Star Wars movie, but Star Wars was like, no.
They said no, so
And
he's
then
like, "Oh,
Netflix,
make it myself."
yep, he's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And then Netflix was like, okay, we'll do this, Zach, because you made a better version of Justice League that Ben Shapiro loved, and we're gonna give you your own Star Wars movie on Netflix that's gonna be
Right.
bloated and a load of bullshit and just a lot of stupid fake lightsaber mechanics and no Ewan McGregor, but we'll
Yep.
give you all of the money to make your stupid bullshit. You are no
And
longer
why wouldn't they?
associated
He has
with
like a very
Wisconsin, Zach.
loud
Fuck
fan
you.
base who watch everything he makes.
Yep. The
My dad and I,
edgy-
we watch every new Zack Snyder film that releases together.
God.
Because most of them are on streaming now. Then it's like
True.
we get so excited for it.
Watch
It's like
them
one of
with
the
your
funnest things we
hot
do.
dog bread sandwich.
Fuck.
And he
Ironically,
goes,
when we watched the Snyder Cut in like 2 chunks, it was one of the funnest films I've ever had with my dad.
I don't think my dad and I could have gotten through that. We
enjoyed, like,
we
shitting on
talked
it.
about it on the phone
We just kept
because
shitting
I
on
was
Ben
up at
Affleck
school
and how
when that
goofy
came
he
out,
was.
so I was like, yeah. It was even more funny because there's like a few other YouTube channels that talk movies that I sometimes watch that like were gushing over the Snyder Cut. And I'm like, okay, it
So
might actually be
strange.
good. And then I'm like, really?
And it was like, yeah, nah.
Huh?
It's like a slight improvement.
It's
Like if
better.
Justice League is like a big
it's-
like diarrhea crap, then that's just a regular crap.
Yeah, that's just a regular piece of shit. It's not like it's just an explosive chunk of diarrhea everywhere. I mean, yeah, it was better, but it wasn't great.
All-
Oh
all
God,
right,
it was
well-
like everyone talked about the Flash too, and how it's this fun,
I
stupid
don't know what
movie.
Stephen
and
King
then-
was smoking in that one.
And I was like,
Tom
this
Cruise.
is the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever seen in a movie theater. This was the biggest fuck you superhero movie. Oh, okay. I think I'm done. for right now.
Okay. Well,
There we
with that, we'll move on to our final question I got from a new guy. That's the one I hoard out for first, and that's where I got this question, which is why is it this is from a guy called Mana. Why is it that so many of the worst movies from the past seem to be low budget indie flicks, yet modern movies with massive budgets can very frequently end up just as bad as those, if not worse? Because the low budget indie flicks
Because
can't
it's easier
do
to make
any...
films than ever now. And
Yeah,
just as many
movies
like
aren't
dog shit
supposed to be
than
hard. They're supposed to be easy.
But this is specifically
Yeah.
like in the past, and it's just basically because back then movies were hard, and you didn't.
Yes.
You needed a lot of money to make them, and so if you don't, you just gotta throw things together, and just like come out with it. But nowadays
like
with a
some
modern
movies-
budget, you can just be like, oh, I can just do a green screen. Like I think people
Yeah.
are like. Because nowadays, people can just get, like, billions of dollars to make their movie, and they're just like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and it's going to be so good.
And then you're like, oh shit, I forgot to write a story.
Like-
Let's just do this. Okay, there we go.
Like, everything I feel like gets greenlight,
$1 billion.
like, so easily now, because, you know, because it's like, as long as it's just cheap enough, they can just be like, oh, I just need, like, $10 million to make this movie, and they'll be like, okay, here you go, here's $10 million, and then they just make this shitty thing, but
Mhm.
if
You
it
approach
makes
a little
money, it just
studio
keeps happening.
with like a small like kind of like I don't know like that's why Ingmar Bergman never ever had trouble like funding his projects because they were just so small budget. They'll just be like, okay, here you go, we'll get some Oscars out of this maybe, and then it's a cheap expense basically.
Yeah.
So it's
And
kind of easier to do than ever. I mean, A Woman Under the Influence is basically made with like $5 and like some spit, and it turned out as one of the best films of all time.
Yeah, and now you watch all these like lower budget movies that actually have a lot of thought and care put into them. Even with
Yeah.
the corners they cut, they actually make good thought-provoking movies. And then you get movies like Indiana Jones 5 or Ant-Man and the
Yeah, and
Wasp,
the
Quantum
Dial of Destiny.
Asshole.
Because at that
That
point, they're
just-
just made for money. They're like, we've focused
Yeah.
test this will make $1 billion because we just want to make money, and they throw as much money as they
But they
can
don't,
to
though.
make its best, and then it's just
Yeah, and then they
kinda
don't
bland.
even like they barely make their budget back.
Yeah. Kind
And
of
then you get,
unfortunate
like,
because a product
the
of that is that
word-
the mid budget film has
Mhm.
basically gone extinct now. Like when was the last time we had like a good like kind of like $60 million film? I suppose that's not really a mid budget film, but like these days, but like sort of expensive but inexpensive film. Those don't really
Mhm.
exist anymore in like the kind of modern studio
Yeah,
system.
no, there's like no in between. It's either you make your movie
either you
for
have to be like-
$5 or 500 million.
Exactly. Either have to be like I think of someone who's like really outside the system, like Shane Carruth, or you have to be like James Cameron.
Mm-hmm. Or you could be Harmony Korine too, who just
Oh, yeah.
know,
Just
is
films
like-
random shit and it's
yeah,
like
it's just
actually makes
I'm just gonna
masterpieces.
make a bunch of weird shit and then I'm gonna have the most
I'll just-
divisive
I'll film
audiences for
the-
all of these movies. Have you
Film
s-
Werner Herzog in like on a mini DV, like spraying this kid with water and saying like, be a man, and then yes, that's an actual thing that happens in one of his films.
Nice. Yeah, and speaking of Harmony Korine, did you see like the curve for his new movie Aggro Drift? It's like
Oh,
Southland
yeah.
Tales. It's like you get all of these
Just-
different
yeah.
ratings and you're going, I need to see I want to see this now.
yeah. And if it sucks dick,
Yeah,
you can
I mean,
recommend
he's never
it.
out of the films I've seen from him. He's never made something I've called bad. Seen
I've
Gummo,
only
Julian
seen
Donkey
two.
Boy.
I've seen Spring Breakers, which I was like, kind of
Yeah,
middling.
that one's still good though. I think that's like
Yeah.
a decent movie.
But Gummo,
Gummo's like
it
Gummo's
is
like a masterpiece.
it's kind of haunting, but it's not like
It's
even
really
it's not even scary, but
It's a
it's
unique
like
film.
it made me even more scared of rednecks.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
watch Gummo. That's kind of been on like my list. Also, Trash Humpers. I
Yeah.
want to watch that too.
I want to watch Trash
apparently-
Humpers.
Apparently, that film's not that good. That's one of his like lesser ones.
Yeah,
just
but
like
it's
Julian
called
Donkey
Trash Humpers.
Julian Donkey Boy though, that's really good. That's a really good film.
The film's
Oh,
called
that's
Trash
always very
Humpers,
funny.
though. I like just the title alone makes me want to see it.
Yeah, that's
Apparently, it kind of it just does what it says on the tin. Basically, it's just people humping trash, and that's it.
Yeah, iconic.
Yeah, well, everyone likes to
Or
see.
Kareen.
You're a weird
anything
man,
else you guys
Harmony.
want to add with the question?
Not
Hmm.
much. I'm trying to think we kind of said everything.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit the marks.
All right,
Hit all the
well,
marks.
that's
Checked
all
all the
the
boxes.
questions. That's all the questions I had on hand. So I guess Cole, take it away to the final stretch here.
Yep, we are now into the last 100 meters of the race. So
Oh yeah.
that's a running track reference if no
Almost
one
there.
got that. I know.
Yeah,
You
we
But
go
gross
outside. We're
sports,
letterbox
disgusting.
people. Yeah. Can I log it on Letterboxd? No.
Oh,
no.
Then what's the point?
Well, then I don't. What's the point exactly?
I know. But yes, so obviously since I did the most epic retro movie, oh my god, I couldn't even think of the word. Yeah, since I did the most epic dank retro movie, Ninjedi, you're picking the retro movie this time around.
Yep. So it's been a while. We've we talked about this guy before, and it's been a while since we've talked about this guy's movies. So might as well do one now in the spirit of Halloween. And I've had this. I have a couple of his films. I've had this one the longest, so it's fair that I should talk about this one now. We're gonna do 1991's Wicked World.
Wicked World.
Wicked
Gary
World.
J.
Ralph
Gillis.
Bakshi?
Yeah, the guy who
Oh, no, wait, that's Cool World.
Barry J. Gillis, the star of Things.
Oh, things.
Things. Where
Yeah, where
things happen.
things happen.
I bet things happen in Wicked World too.
I would hope things happen in Wicked World.
This is a Southland Tales type movie because it has like a 2.9 and its ratings vary across the board. So I might have recommended a masterpiece or the worst thing ever.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But it better stay with the trend of bad for our sake.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Anyway, Cole, you
All
got
right.
the modern pick, baby.
Yeah, so the modern pick I'm going with is an anthology movie.
Oh fuck. It's Veronica.
Yes.
Oh, is it really?
I was like, yep. I was like, I wasn't there to talk about it for film club, and I remember watching it and being like,
I'll just warn
what
you, it's
the
awful.
Yep, I mean, I would have never been talking about this movie if Chris Stuckman's video wasn't so funny, where he's just, pounding shots down while trying to get through it and being like, yep, so this happens, and it's a heavy metal singer's first movie who's never done any filmmaking whatsoever. And yes, it's a great, stupid movie that's got some funny moments. But yes, we are doing the debut of director Glenn Danzig, Veronica.
Nice.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm looking forward to rewatching it again. And it's a horror movie, so it fits the Halloween October aesthetic.
I had to go with something spooky, obviously.
Naturally.
Yeah, so if you don't want to be spoiled for Wicked World or Veronica, watch them before the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And also, please ask us questions. We're very, 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 very desperate.
Yeah, and like and subscribe as well.
Yep, like, subscribe, share it around with your friends. We want to be bigger than the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, bigger. We gotta be bigger than T-Series. We gotta beat them.
And PewDiePie.
And PewDiePie. Well, T-Series
And
is
Adam
bigger.
Sandler.
And Adam Sandler, him too. Not David Ducado though. He's perfect as is, and I don't.
Or Kevin James.
Yeah, or Kevin James.
Yep.
Thank you for being on, Jules. Even if you are a fucking heathen for saying David Ducado's name wrong and for eating hot dogs
David
wrong.
Cocktoes.
Fucking goddamn it, Jules. Well, is there anything you want to plug before we kick you out and never have you on ever again? I definitely won't edit this out in post.
I'll plug Bar of Films, my podcast with my good friends Timothy and Luca.
Your podcast. I see.
My podcast, yeah.
Oh,
Which is better than this one.
You are the perfect example of a capitalist right there, taking what is yours.
Yep, exactly. I believe in freedom. My channel, The Walrus Man, even though I haven't uploaded it in quite a while, but I'll probably upload something eventually. Got things in the works. lots of pots on the stove. I suppose my letterbox as well, which you can find under just wait, what is it again? Horse Man.
Wait, you're a horseman? You fuck horses?
Horse Man.
What? You're a centaur? Huh?
I fuck horses.
You fuck horses as a
It's
centaur?
YMS.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's YMS. He fucks dogs, doesn't
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
he?
Oh no. Oh no, he's just a horse. I mixed that up.
Oh, I thought he was going through a divorce. Oh, okay.
Divorce.
He's a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting confused.
Yeah.
Good thing we got that.
We got it all
Figured
squared
out.
away. But you all have a good day and a happy Morbius, everybody.
A
Yeah, happy
King of
Morbius,
Queens.
everyone.
Happy David Decado, everybody. Bye-bye.
Happy David Cocktoes.
Fuck
Bye.
you.